Hello, Sagittarius. My throat is dry because it's like ass cold here, so I'm gonna suck on one of these bunny candies and see if I can't fix that. Starting to sound like an old man who like chain smokes. Anyway, irrelevant. Welcome to your February reading, general read. This is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising. All of it applies. Or if you just felt called to watch this video, there must be something in it for you. If you want a personal reading, all of the info will be down here. I'll put links to all the decks that I use. That way you can take a look at them, see if there's something that you're interested in, because, you know, just flashing them quick on the screen probably doesn't give you a real good idea of what the deck actually looks like. If you have comments, anything to say, feel free to post your comments or shoot me an email or what have you. I appreciate every single one of my new subscribers, every one of your likes, every one of your shares, everything. I appreciate it. And I want to say thank you to all of my new subscribers. You've brought the count up to 10 now, which honestly I never thought I'd even hit 10, but here we are. I feel very accomplished, so that's cool. Anyway, on to your reading, my Sagittarius. We're going to do your general February reading. We'll see what comes out. Is it finances? Is it relationship? Is it daddy issues? You never know. Let's see whose energy we tap into here for my Sagittarius. Alright, here is your near past, if I can get a card. Thank you. We have Temperance in the near past. We have Justice, the Herald of Pentacles, the Emperor. So many cards. Just one, please. Thank you. And the Two of Pentacles. Okay. So in your near past here, my Sagittarius, you've got Temperance. So, and you also have Justice. Two cards of balance. And I don't think that this is internal balance for you. I feel like there was a really unfair situation that you were involved in, maybe a legal matter, that just turned in your favor and became fair. Maybe it's a child custody kind of issue. So I see a lamb in this Temperance card, and for some reason that makes me think of children. So you could have like a child custody issue that finally just went your way. And not even that it just went your way, but it became fair. Like I feel like it was skewed against you before and now it became fair. As the Herald of Pentacles, which is the Page of Pentacles, pages are about information and bringing information to you and sending information from you. If you think of what a page used to do back in medieval times, they were the messengers. So this is bringing you a message of something solid. If this unfair situation was a relationship, maybe you were involved in a three-way situation, love triangle, I feel like it just came around and got fair. And like, I don't want to say that it went your way if it was a three-way situation, because if you were the other woman, maybe you got booted to the side, or if somebody, you know, the cheating spouse might have got kicked out of the house, or whatever it is. It's not necessarily that this went 100% in the direction that you wanted it to, but that it is now fair, let's say. We have the Two of Pentacles, which is kind of what led me to the three-person situation. You naughty, naughty Sagittarians, y'all are wild children sometimes. I dig it. This could be juggling two jobs. This could be juggling two relationships. This could be juggling two households, two marriages. Like, maybe somebody involved in this situation is one of those guys that's got a wife in every town he travels to for business. You never know. But the Emperor's here, which makes me feel like this situation, since it's now fair and everything, like the equilibrium has been brought back, it's going to be a steady situation. So if this is a relationship where you and another person have come together, it's going to be a steady relationship. It's going to follow the rules a little bit. which may or may not be what a Sagittarius wants. It might actually be a little bit boring. I'm kind of feeling like, okay, well, I got this person now that I thought was the greatest thing in the entire world. But what I got was their wild side and the person who likes to travel and learn things and, you know, is interesting and whatever. And now that I actually have them for my own, I realize that that's like this little tiny bit of their personality, and the rest of their personality that their other significant other was getting from them was the person who likes to sit around the house and stare at the TV. And adventure only happens every, you know, blue moon. And I kind of feel like you're feeling a little bit dissatisfied and bored. Now that the situation is kind of turned to where you want it to be, you're like, shit. Now I've got this person, now what? So I hope that makes sense. I feel like there's a little bit of dissatisfaction in getting your way because the grass was not greener on the other side. But let's see what the present has to say. We got 6 of Cups. So I think you're looking fondly back on this relationship when it was exciting, when the two of you did explore and you were getting out there and going to museums and going on like day trips to cool places and taking tours of things and like constantly learning and like renewing yourself. You're looking back fondly on that because that's what you want in a person, but now you're realizing this person really isn't that. That's just a very minuscule part of their personality that is not satisfying. Your wanderlust. 4 of Pentacles, I feel like you're trying really hard to hang on to that and kind of make this person bend to those whims. Herald of Swords, there's the truth a-coming. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, lots of heralds and aces here. So to me that means that things are like kind of in flux. There's some new beginnings. There's some things ending. You're like in a state of figuring things out. So 4 of Pentacles, I feel like you're hanging on to this person and what you want them to be. And I don't think that you're giving them room to be who they are because then they wouldn't fit into your life. And you're kind of not wanting to let go because what the two of you had that made you so happy, like those times that you were exploring and, you know, being interesting and doing the things together, I think that made you so happy that you're like, you don't want to let go of it. You're like, fuck no, this is mine. But it's not, because that's not really who the person is. So the Herald of Swords, I think, is the truth coming down. That person is either going to get tired of you nagging them to, let's go do something, let's go see this movie, let's go check out this city. So they're either going to get tired of hearing that from you and be like, no, I'm done, I'm going back to my husband or wife. Or you're going to tell them, you're not who I thought you were and I gotta go. But I really think it's going to come from the other person. The truth, I think, is going to come from the other person to you. But what that gives you is these 2 aces here. It gives you the opportunity to find new stability, something real with someone who has the same interests as you, the same need for adventure, the same, you know, wanting to get out of the house and do stuff instead of like being boring and, you know, sit around the house and mop the floor and watch the same 3 shows all the time kind of thing. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but it's definitely not for you in this situation here. So I think it's going to lead you on to a new relationship, something, because now you have a clear picture of what you want. This person, their whole purpose for coming into your life as a learning experience, because I feel like all relationships are learning experiences, whether they're good, bad, or ugly. Especially the ugly ones are learning experiences, for sure. So I feel like this person, the whole point of this person coming into your life was to show you what you want, what you don't want, and that you should not settle for less than what you want in a person. If you want that adventurous spirit, go out and get it. Do not sit and try to force this person who's a little bit boring to you now to be what you want them to be, because that's just not who they are. Let them also be free to go out and find someone who appreciates them for who they are. And your Ace of Pentacles, like, once you find your Ace of Cups, once you get that new feeling with someone else, you're going to find new steadiness. But a steadiness, like, I don't want to make that sound like an unpleasant steadiness. Like, like a steadiness that means that the two of you are like rock solid as a couple. You're into the same things, you like doing the same things, you kind of run in the same types of crowds. You guys like mesh really well together. So it's steady from the standpoint of it's a steady relationship and you guys are going to work really well together. Not steady as in all we do is pay the bills and mop the floors, you know, not that kind of steady. Not boring. So let's see, that's your current energy. So you're kind of trying to sort through, do I kick this person to the curb and send them back to their husband or wife? Or do I keep trying to change them? Or, you know, what do I do? And I think that they're going to decide for you that this isn't working. You're not feeding my soul. I'm not feeding your soul. I'm going back where I came from. Or I'm going to find someone new or whatever. I think that they're going to hit you over the head with some truth. But that's going to set you free to find what you actually want. And it's going to set them free to find what they actually want. Okay. My, this is a soap opera. All right, so what's in the future for you? 10 of Wands. Okay, 5 of Swords. Conflict. Of course, after any kind of a breakup, there's going to be... Geez, these 3 cards have come out. I swear I have shuffled this deck like 50 times, and these 3 cards come out for everyone today. 10 of Wands, 5 of Swords, and the Fool. Shedding heavy burdens. Shedding heavy burdens. So after you guys break up, which is, it seems pretty inevitable because you're not compatible. Not because they're a bad person or you're a bad person. It's just you're not compatible over the long term. So 10 of Wands, 5 of Swords. 10 of Wands is your burdens. Like everyone feels like shit after a breakup, right? Everyone feels heavy. Everyone feels kind of down. You process those emotions. It's just what it is. 5 of Swords is your inner conflict, which also is part of breaking up. You process all the thoughts, the what if, the regrets, like should I have done this differently? Am I making a mistake? Should I go back? Absolutely not, you should not, because you've made the decision in love to not settle for less than what you want, because settling for less than what you want is going to leave you dreadfully unhappy. And I know a lot of people are like afraid to be alone, but the only reason that you're afraid to be alone, and I will say this every fucking time, the only reason that people are afraid to be alone is because they're afraid to be alone with their thoughts. They haven't processed their past traumas and emotions, and that shit bubbles up when you have nothing to keep your brain occupied but you. People are not afraid of being alone. They're afraid of confronting their past traumas and emotions. Don't be afraid of that. It won't kill you. It's a hard road. It takes some work, but it is not going to kill you. So make the decision to not settle for anything less than what you want in life so that you avoid that nasty feeling of dissatisfaction. Because you got the Fool here, which means a new beginning, fresh, clean energy. Once you go through the breakup stuff and kind of get a clear head about you again, you've got this fresh new start, and you're the King of Pentacles, baby! So that is, it can be a woman too, that's just masculine energy, like everything in the world is energy. So the King of Pentacles is steady. Again, not necessarily in a boring way, but the bills are paid. I'm okay. You know, I'm not drastically, like, emotionally devastated. I'm in an okay place. And King of Pentacles is also abundant. So maybe through this and spending some time alone, you're going to find, like, a new career. Maybe you're going to make some money writing songs, or who knows. So I think that that's going to give you time to put into something that's going to bring you some wealth. I mean, it may just be a little side job, but it might be something that makes you really happy, which, you know, even if it doesn't pay a shit ton of money, is going to, like, be completely worth the time. It'll be of high value to you. So, I mean, it's a little bit struggly, but it's not, you know, I'm not going to lie to you and say that life is all fucking roses and seahorses, and I don't know why seahorses came into that, but it's, life is a struggle. Life is all about learning, but it's the way that you confront it. It's the way that you deal with it. And I think once the truth comes out from this person that that they don't want to be with you, that they want to move on, you're going to incorporate that in a healthy way by saying, all right, you're right. We weren't getting along anyway. We aren't compatible now that we have kind of gotten into this relationship. But I think you're going to take that truth and do some good things with it. You're gonna do some. You're gonna make the turnaround. You're gonna process the emotions, and you're gonna become the King of Pentacles, motherfucker. Hells yes. All right, so let's get a couple oracle cards. Imagine. John Lennon came to mind. So when you're going through all of this and you're getting to your new beginning, do some manifestation work, do some journaling, vision boarding, deep thinking, meditation, whatever it is that you do. Talk to a tree. I do it all the time because I'm a crazy person. Somehow get your thoughts out there for what you want your life to look like after you make this change and you're kind of, you know, going it alone or starting a new relationship or whatever this Fool energy is for you. And just, you know, put it out there in the universe what you want. Get really clear on what you want. And building blocks. So start the process of taking baby steps towards where you want to go. Once you get clear on what you want, start moving in that direction or galloping in that direction as the Knight of Swords would have you do. Yang energy. So this is not the time to be inward. I mean, you are going to go inward a little bit and process these kind of breakup-y emotions. The mini devastation of a breakup, even if it's something that you want, like your whole life changes and you have to mourn that. So once you do that inward work, get out into the world, do the things. Be your exuberant, intelligent, witty self and get out there. And that might bring about a new beginning in love for you too. So yeah, definitely get out there with whatever your kind of passion project that you throw yourself into with your extra time after you go through this breakup. Get out into the world and share that. Definitely don't keep hiding at home. All right, let's get a couple more oracle cards for funsies. All right, let's see what we got. All right, these two want to come out. River, movement, whoopsie. That's been coming out a lot lately too. Stuff is going to move in your direction. Spend time near water. I feel like especially as we get into springtime, water is like after winter, like we're all cooped up. We're all, you know, we deal with the craziness of the holidays and your energy field just gets gunked up. And I think that's why spring cleaning happens. Like everybody gets into late January, early February, March, and they're just like, oh my God, I have got to clean. I've got to get rid of some stuff. I've got to, because it's all energetic cleaning. Like you can throw, you know, 6 bags of clothes in your trunk to take to the Goodwill or the Salvation Army or whatever. And it's not just that you're getting rid of all these clothes in your closet, like you're causing this energetic shift in your home. And I feel like water in the springtime especially is helpful for that. So if you live in a place that's warm enough, I would go swimming or go sit next to the water or take salt baths. I'm a huge fan of salt baths. And then we have new moon promise. So generally on the new moon we manifest, we put down what we want. That goes back to your imagine card here. We put down on paper or in our diary or throw out into the universe what it is that we want. For you, this comes across to me as make a promise, not only to yourself, but to the universe that you're going to do what you need to do to get your life, like to find your path, where you're supposed to be. Instead of doing new moon manifesting, instead of saying, I am the greatest harmonica player in the whole world, or whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, make a promise to the universe and say, universe, this is where I want to be in life. I promise to take these steps to get there. Please help me with the rest of it. I feel like that's going to be the way for you to go this, at least in February. Make a promise to the universe about what you're going to do to get to where you want to be. And then ask the universe to help you fill in the blanks. And this one wants to come out. The Eagle King, the big picture angelic help. Hello! I love synchronicity. So yep, do your promise to the universe. Do your manifesting in this way of promising instead of just, you know, writing down a list of things that you're manifesting. Just make action steps and make promises to the angels, if you will, or the your gods, goddesses, your spiritual posse, that you're going to take those steps to get there. I like that. And the big picture, obviously, take your 10,000-foot view, see the whole situation from all angles, see it objectively, and then make your promises there from a place of knowledge and wisdom, not just of like passion and those big emotions. Make it something that you're using wisdom to make that list of steps you need to take and promise it to the universe. There, I feel like I finally danced around that enough to say what I wanted to say. All right, this deck here is a deck of oracle cards that have, they're so big I can't get my hands around them, that have a stone on one side, and description on the other. My child bought these for me, and they're awesome. My spawn, I love her. So I'm gonna not look because I don't want to see what I'm picking. So here's a stone for you that's gonna help you in February for your manifesting, or maybe something that to just carry with you to help get your energy in line, my Sagittarius. This is. And come on, give me one. There's like, they're all sticking together. There's one. Yours too. You get two. Magnesite, I believe is what that one is. What is it? Heady magnesite is a magnesium carbonate crystal that ranges in color from clear to porcelain white to off pink to sepia toned. Its sometimes grooved brain-like appearance mimics its cerebral energy. Who needs it? Intellectuals and Aquarians. Maybe you're a Sagittarius that has Aquarius placed somewhere strongly in your chart. Either way, you're brainsy, Alia. Where to put it? Wherever you go to quiet your mind or wake the fuck up. When to use it? When you're just too smart for your own good. When you're completely lost in your thoughts. Or they're running wild, dragging you behind them. Remember, the mind is a powerful thing. You rule it or it rules you. Meditate every day and show it who's boss with magnesite. Get your mind right. So that's helpful in figuring out your promise here that you're making to the universe about the steps that you want to take. Use some magnesite while you meditate on it. We have opal also. What it is. Opals are well-hydrated amorphous mineraloids. Okay. Precious opals are lusted after for their rainbow sparkle, aka diffraction. Common opals form in a range of colors and can deliver sensations that are anything but common. Who needs it? The all-black wardrobe set can benefit from black precious opals' bold pop of color and spiritual protection. Not so prolific artists can ride fire opals burn. Where to put it? General rule, white and blue vibe with the head, pink vibes with the heart, and black vibes with the lower abdomen. When to use it? When you have something that needs to get moving, a project, a relationship, or an energetic block. Feel all your feels. So, hey, that sounds a lot like what we were talking about here. Especially the part about when you need to get something moving. So after you do your thinking and your mourning of this breakup here, keep an opal. I mean, opals are easy to find in jewelry especially. I feel like the pink or black variety would help you guys out. I feel like spiritual protection can never harm, right? And pink to get your heart chakra cleared out and back into love and energy. I like it. There's some work to do here, as always. I won't blow smoke up your ass and tell you everything's going to be great, because everything in life requires a little bit of work. But it is going to be great once you do the work. I'm a big proponent of doing the work. You're going to be the King of Pentacles. You're going to be abundant. You're going to be solid, and you're going to build your life with your building blocks here. After you imagine what you want your life to be, putting the steps in to make it happen, making your promises to the universe, you're going to get to where you want to go. So there you go, my loves, my Sagittarians. So that's what you got to do. If you have any questions, if you want a personal reading, my information is in the box below. Please like, share, subscribe. I appreciate every one of you. And tell your friends if you like me, and if this was helpful to you. Other than that, that's all I got. So I hope you have a fabulous February, and I will see you all again in March. Thanks, you guys. Bye-bye.